Republican presidential candidate had a fateful bout with Reagan in the '84 primaries and disappeared forever after into his quiet hillside retreat where he had lived since childhood. Little is known or remembered about Martin, though his legendary attempts to strike his name and appearance from the public record are indeed worth mentioning. In fact, only a solitary clip remains, photographic or otherwise, of this strange and elusive man. Martin passed a year ago, in March of 1993. We recently caught up with the new proprietor of the Martin estate, who purchased the land and home in '92, when Martin was moved to an elderly care facility. Our interviewed subject has chosen to remain anonymous.
So, if you come around this side of the barn here, there's the old chicken coop. I haven't used it, but yeah, when Duncan stopped by here 2 years ago now, '91, and he showed me this spot up here. He wanted me to see this spot, and I thought, weirdest thing coming from a political hopeful, but he and his sister in their childhood called it the Pee-Pee Rock.
Oh, why was that?
Well, he didn't give much explanation of why. I don't know if he knew why, but they just pee here. They just come up here to pee. If they had to go, they'd run out from the house and they'd come up here. If you look down here, might be that one. It's all covered in moss now. But there's some rainbow quartz here. And I'm touching it, but they probably peed on it at one point. It's
It's a bit of a strange preoccupation.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it ran down here, ran down to that driveway, down into the road. But it just struck me as odd that this was the first thing he told me about. I rolled with it. I didn't want him to leave at the time. I was up here. I was kind of lonely. I don't live with anyone now, but I've gotten used to it. So he was good company. He stuck around for a couple hours.
Did you like him?
He wasn't a bad guy. I couldn't imagine for the life of me why the guy ran on the Republican ticket, and I can only think he had other motive. But he didn't like Reagan, that's for sure.
Thanks for sticking with us tonight on The Truth as You Know It.
All right, come on with me. Duncan Martin's parents got married here. This is an old bed frame his grandmother had painted. They've left it here. They have 3 dogs buried over there. 4 dogs buried over there. Something about the circle, marriage, death. You know, I don't fancy myself a poet, but I come up here and think about those things sometimes. I don't have a dog. I thought about getting a dog. Thought about my role here as the caretaker, carrying these things on. Pottery. A spool of wire there. You know, I don't know what these things mean. That's my neighbor. He's always cutting up firewood.
Why does he do that?
Oh, I think he does it to bug me. Yeah, you know, people up here. I moved up here. I tell you, I bought the place in '90. I moved up here 93 acres. And there he is at the property line, close as he could be to my place. cutting up a beautiful old ash tree. You know, this is a place of peace. It's a place of peace.
And history.
Oh, there's history here. These are Duncan's old dogs. Galanthus. He planted Galanthus, flowering bulb.
He loved those dogs, huh?
He loved those dogs. He loved his parents.
He loved the United States of America.
Yeah, and a few people loved him. He's gone. I don't know if he's gone. But it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years of yeah, I didn't know this whole story till you guys called me up. I didn't know the full story.
It's a good story, huh?
Well, it seems like we're still learning it.
I think we are.
It seems like we're still learning who he was
and who you are.
I have my politics. You have your politics. I don't know what got Duncan into it. I don't know if I'd go into politics if I had the choice, but I don't. You know, it's not something everybody gets the money to do. I'm happy here. I've got my life. I've got it sorted. I've got a good life here. Dark like the place because it offers a dog a dark pause for a rest for pause, a place to moor my bark. Well, here we are up just above the house, about 500 meters. We have to go up this hill here. I'm going to take you to what I've called his den of solitude. And you'll trip. You know, we got to get up here though first. I'll give you a look. You figure out why this is important. It's just something I found. Something I found in the woods. Hey, hang on to the trees. Took an old friend up here. He wanted to hunt deer. He was from the city. He kind of wanted to get back to some kind of roots. I told him I had some land, and we came up here. I didn't know the first thing about hunting, but I told him we'd walk up on the trails. We came upon this, and it's gotten run down over the years, I guess. It's kind of a shock today to see, but you know, I think it was his den of solitude. The neighbors have told me he'd disappear for days. They thought it was drinking. It could have been. There's some tiki torches over there. You know, you came out here, you wanted to see this. Half of me says, let the man be. Let the man be. But you do what you want with this. You do.
Do you think it would be sacrilege to film the hut of solitude?
I'm not one to judge you. This is your film. What is this, for TV? Movies?
It's for public television, correct.
So that's government money.
That's correct. We're spending the government's money.
Well, that's up to you and whoever you're getting your marching orders from, but
I think we need to document it for the sake of this report.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm privy to it. I took you up here. We'll find a way to pay him respect. Holy shit, it's gone. Nothing left. There's nothing left of it. This is it. Teenagers. It's teenagers.
I am so sorry.
Tiki torches. Not me, it's Duncan. It's his history.
Do they hate him?
No, they're teenagers. You know them. I'm 29. I'm not that old.
Yeah.
This is not long. I can't blame them. Trying to have some fun.
What are you looking for?
Detritus.
Artifacts?
Who knows what's down here? This is the roof.
The roof
This
of
was it.
The hut.
It's turning to peat.
Much like him.
Yeah, if you believe that. If you believe he's gone. This meant something. This really, you don't put this kind of effort into anything if you don't mean it. And I believe that he believed that Reagan was meeting a 4-year term and Martin would get through, but everything he did was belief. Everything he did was out of something greater than himself.
You never knew the man.
Well, save for that couple hours he stopped by. I've read articles. I keep them in a folder in my files with my taxes.
You love him?
Love is a word you like to use, you artists. I don't know love. Atmospheres sometimes in my spare time.